Hello everyone, welcome to your November 2024 astrological forecast. Before I begin, I would just like to remind you that if you are going to order any kind of chart services from me for like next year or as a holiday gift or something or other, it's a good idea to put in your order now. If you wait until December, I can't guarantee that your stuff will be done by like the end of the month or whatever, or in time for the holidays. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And a special thank you to my subscribers for your continued support, for liking, sharing, and commenting on my videos. And if you like this video and you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Okay? So anyways, in November 1st starts off with a new moon in Scorpio. Okay? Then on the 2nd, Mercury moves into Sagittarius. Okay? On the 3rd, Mars moves into Leo. And on the 11th, Venus moves into Capricorn. On the 15th, Saturn turns direct. Also on the 15th, also on the 15th, there's a full moon in Taurus. Okay? Then on the 19th, Pluto finally moves into Aquarius for good. Okay? And on the 21st, the Sun moves into Sagittarius. And on the 25th, Mercury turns retrograde in Sagittarius. Okay? So be sure to check out my weekly forecast, which are now like daily shorts. Okay, so now for your forecast. Hi, Gemini. Okay, so you know what? On the 1st, we've got a new moon in Scorpio in your, let's see here, 6th house. That's where you have the sign of Scorpio, and the sun is here up until the 21st. So new moon does bring a new beginning in your job, more or less. 6th house is the kind of work that you do, your co-workers, the workplace. It's also your house of health and house of service to others, okay? So you could even be starting some kind of new diet of or vitamins or some kind of health thing, whatever. Workout or exercise program, something or other, right? But with the sun here, you know, there could be changes going on within the workplace, you know, but the sun is here every time, same time every year. So it could be that just, you know, co-workers taking vacations or people taking off, you know, and you're changing your schedule or something or other, you know, just to accommodate everybody, and also you, right? But you could, you know, start some kind of new assignment maybe even at this time. But I do have to also mention there's a full moon in Taurus on the 15th in your 12th house, which is directly across from your 6th house of Scorpio. So your 12th house is behind the scenes activities by you or someone else. It's the subconscious mind, your dreams, many things. But full moons usually bring about some kind of change, okay? Even though this is happening behind the scenes, the planet Uranus has been in Taurus for many years, so it's been here all hidden away, even though there are some unusual things possibly happening behind the scenes to you or within your mind, okay? So this full moon, though, does bring some kind of problem to a head where you can deal with it and then do away with it. And it may have something to do with work, you know, your co-workers or the workplace or a higher up or something or other, right? You could find out something's been going on behind your back or maybe everybody's back at work. You know, there could be either the company or a boss or even a co-worker that's been doing something, you know. So this is when you either choose to ignore it and not say anything about it or possibly confront them. Could be something like that, okay. The Mercury on the 2nd moves into Sagittarius. Okay, and the Sun is in Sagittarius from the 21st on, and then Venus is still in Sagittarius up until the 11th. And then on the 25th, Mercury turns retrograde in Sagittarius in your 7th house. That's where you have the sign of Sagittarius. It's directly across from your 1st house of Gemini. And Sagittarius is your opposite sign. 7th house is close relationships and partnerships, whether it's a business, romantic, or friendship. It's also the house of arrangements and agreements, competition, and open enemies, okay? So, having Venus here does make very, very nice relationships, nice times, pleasant conversations within one of your close relationships, okay? So with Mercury here, there's an awful lot going on, actually. You could be negotiating with a business partner over something, or making plans with a romantic partner, or even a friend, about anything, actually. 7th house is the house of consultants, too, one of them being a lawyer. So you may want to contact like a professional at this time to discuss whatever it is that you feel it maybe needs to be put on paper, a contract of some kind or other. Put it in writing. Okay, it could be something like that. Okay, when Mercury turns retrograde, actually, that doesn't happen until the 25th. So up until that point, you could be having really nice conversations within a business relationship, a friend, or a romantic relationship, and be very clear about wherever you think the relationship is going or what you would like to have happen within the partnership, right? And then when Mercury turns retrograde, a lot of that could change. You could actually make changes in your relationships right now that you feel will work out, but then when Mercury turns retrograde, you find that maybe the original way was better, or it's not working out the way you thought it would, or something or other, or you could rehash even a conversation that you had with someone, within one of these close relationships. Either way, it's a good idea for you to be careful of what you say, just because Mercury is your ruling planet. When it's retrograde in any sign, it affects you a lot more than any of the other signs, and it will be retrograde in your opposite sign. So just be careful of what you say. That's all. Not just within your close relationships, but period. Okay? Also, let's see here, when Venus leaves Sagittarius, it moves into Capricorn and your 8th house of other people's money and resources. Okay, so it's a very nice place to have Venus because it attracts things to you. This is one of the money houses. This is passive money through means other than earning it. A lot of times through an inheritance, refund, legal settlement, insurance payout, something or other, but if you needed to borrow money from a financial institution, or even get an increase in your credit on your credit cards, people are usually pretty helpful when Venus is here, like at financial institutions or any other place. They seem to want to help you. As far as other people's resources, you may be given access to whatever someone else has at this time. Okay, I do have to mention Mars moves into Leo on the 3rd, and your 3rd house, where you have the sign of Leo. 3rd house being your everyday life, your neighbors, your neighborhood, local travel, usually like a day trip, overnight trip, weekend trip, and it's usually a road trip. Okay. This is all forms of communication, including regular postal mail. It's a media house, it's an internet house, and it is the written word. Okay, so Mars energizes wherever it's transiting, so you may find that you're spending a lot more time within your own neighborhood, or more contact with neighbors, possibly even one neighbor you've never even spoken to before. Okay, this is also the house of siblings and cousins, so you may find that you're spending a lot more time with them too. Okay, but a lot of things happening that you are doing, like physically within your own area, even if you're just like going to a new place, like a new restaurant or some new business or something, just to check it out. Okay, also Pluto does fully move into Aquarius on the 19th, and where you have Aquarius in your chart is your ninth house. It is directly across from your third house, so eventually Pluto and Mars will oppose one another. Both are communication and travel houses. Okay, the ninth house is long distance travel and communication in foreign countries, people, languages, higher learning, your spiritual, religious beliefs, your philosophy on life, legal matters, media and publishing. It's also an internet house. And it's like social media and stuff. So I am doing a video on Pluto in Aquarius, so you will have to listen to it there for more detail. But, you know, it just seems like here having Pluto in the ninth house, some of your views will change. Some of the things that you were raised with, you know, your cultural background, religious beliefs, stuff like that, may change over the years. Okay. Saturn in Pisces in your 10th house of your career and your public persona. It is your most public house, but it's how you're known by reputation. Okay, Saturn turns direct on the 15th. Okay, you have Neptune here that is still retrograde. So if you had any kind of slowdown within your career, especially like with a higher up that you feel is trying to stand in your way or block your progress, or something or other, you know, that's being removed. At least you're making some kind of progress, some kind of forward movement within your career. Okay, so that's pretty much, that's about it. Okay, so the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Gemini on the 16th and 17th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Sagittarius, and those dates are the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 30th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, and speculation, and anything to do with children is the 12th, 13th, 25th, 26th, and 27th. The best time for money is the 5th, 6th, 7th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. The best time for your career is the 10th and 11th, and the best time for communication and travel is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for November. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. See ya.